So Khalida is here. Is that you?
Yeah, it was me.
Alright. My purse is on the floor.
It is.
That's not a floor.
That
That's
is
a
the
stage.
floor.
I don't believe in stereotypes.
Chris?
I don't believe in stereotypes like that.
That's not a stereotype.
Like, what is it? A myth or
a superstition.
a superstition? I'm not into superstitions like that. I create my own destiny. I am living in creation. I am not living in stress or fear. So
Still don't put your personal stuff.
whatever. So, are you drinking with me? Are we taking shots?
Yeah, we can do a drink.
Alright, so only thing I have to mix it with.
We don't care. I don't have to mix it. We can drink whatever you're drinking.
Straight. We have our vodka, our USD vodka.
I always want to say it's organic, but
It is organic.
Okay.
It is. I said it earlier.
Thank you, Chris. Continue on. Just
So, like I said earlier, this is USAD. I didn't even know that they made organic vodka, but they do. And now that I know it, it's like
why drink anything else?
Yes, but until Ciroc sponsors us, then we will be drinking Ciroc every show.
And we will be like this.
Ciroc, powered by Ciroc. Yes, we gonna speak
that shit into existence.
Like word up.
I say it every show.
Like word up, we speaking that shit into existence. We are going to be powered.
Diddy, holler at us.
Yes, that is some black girl magic.
Yeah.
Yes, all over. So tonight our celebrity drinking buddies are.
Is made with potatoes.
Is it vodka made with potatoes? I didn't. And you know what? I went to bartending school and I should know that. But so how are we doing this?
Just pour a little bit in there.
Oh, I ain't pour a little bit. Cheers.
It ain't bad, not mixed.
I got a crystal.
I need some ice.
I know, I wish I had some
If I had some ice, I could drink it straight.
Yo, I had a margarita pineapple drink tonight and it was so good. Like, it put me in such a vibe of wanting another one. But I had to go. Tonight, guys, I performed at, I'm not promoting that.
Yeah, we don't,
And we're not gonna say why. I'm not promoting them. But Jordan Woods, he hosted the event and
shout out to Jordan Woods.
Yes, it was banging. It was so lit. I had to leave because, of course, we host a podcast every single Thursday. So I had to leave. What's up, Nicole? But I'll post a little bit of the video from here. Yeah, once I have it. And then, I posted a little snapshot of it on my
because
poetry
she's
page.
still Michelle, the poet, South Jersey's favorite. I just want to put that out there.
I came out of hiding because Jordan is such an awesome person, and I respect, he gave me a platform when I first started doing poetry. So anybody who's ever given me a platform, a stage to perform on, I will always support them. I'll be 80 years old. If they got an event going on, I will memorize a poem.
We like to support people that support us.
Yes, and
like
I will be there. But it was a really nice event, and I'm trying to get him to bring that energy right over here.
Right on the drips.
Right over to Trips, and right with Sip and Discuss.
We love it here.
We love it here. We love it here. I'm so used to people saying I hate it here.
No, we love it here.
We love it here. Not Drips, but in general.
In general.
Yeah, what's going on. Alright, so I hope everyone voted. We had Fabolous or Lil Wayne. Drinking buddies. Y'all already know who I picked, because from the time this live started, I was playing Lil Wayne. But so the topic is what's your cocktail?
What y'all drinking? And
that's it.
Who? Which
one? Which celebrity? If you had a chance to sit down with one celebrity, that's the ones that we pick. and discuss a topic with them, any topic, and you get to drink with them and just chill out with them. Yes, Urban. Yes, flow sessions. I remember waiting all night and then finally I got to get on stage. Yes, flow sessions was the first time I ever really fell in love with, I knew poetry, like performing poetry. With the stage and stuff like that. But that stage shit is a high.
It is. It's an endorphin.
Yes.
Once you start being on the stage.
Yeah, Jay talks
the response from the people.
I remember performing for Tashi. I opened up for Tashi at the Grand Fabolous. And I mean, when I tell you she had people from Philly, New York, it was so many dudes in there. And I mean hip hop dudes and people froze. Hood ass niggas froze to listen to me talk. And I was just that shit was a high. To command everyone's attention.
First of all, Black Girl Magic, to be able to stand on the stage and command a room. It's not easy. People think that it's easy getting up here every week and putting yourself out here with your opinions and just your physical being out here every day for people to judge you. Yeah. It's not easy getting up here to do this.
I always tell people look at, I think me and you had that discussion too. Look at it when you take your weave out. Imagine
it's like being naked up here every week.
You know how you feel when you take your weave out and you feeling naked, you don't want nobody to see you like that except your man.
I had a weave in a long time. I had a weave during pandemic though. I had braids. But I mean a weave. I haven't had a weave probably in 3 years. 3 or 4 years.
Alright, so let's get back to this. Urban says she's Wheezy. Martinis is... Yo, Urban, I would have never thought you would have picked Wheezy. I would have never thought she would have picked
I think that a lot of the women are going to be biased against Fab. And I like Fab as an artist. I don't know how I feel about Fab as a human. The same thing with Lil Wayne though, because he has some little iffy things about him as well.
Like what? Never with him disrespecting women though.
Yes.
Really?
It was just a big thing about him being on one of these shows, one of these podcasts, and they were talking about exotic women and how he don't date black women, really.
But that's a lie because he has dated a lot of black women in his past. I think that he's been exposed to so many different women. Now he has a preference, his girlfriend now is Spanish. And I don't feel like that's a bad thing. If you have a preference, if you dated a lot of type of people and you decide okay, his woman is big bone. She's really, really thick. She's Puerto Rican. And from what I understand, she's Puerto Rican. He's older now. He has, Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan was with a black woman on.
When this commentary came out, which was a couple months ago, it was during quarantine, they were just saying how does your daughter feel about you making these type of comments about black women? And that was the whole big thing about the perception that that's how you feel about black women and you have a black daughter.
See,
so
let me because I questioned myself the other night. I had one of them shadows moments the other night, and actually last night I had a shadow moment, and I had to go and I had to talk to my younger self and be you are worthy. And I finally realized that one of the reasons I didn't feel worthy because something with my father. But I also always wonder subconsciously, have I ever thought that way about my father? Because my father, everyone that knows me knows that my father remarried a white woman. So being a young girl, sometimes you hold stuff, but you don't even realize that it's affecting
until
you.
Something triggers you.
And that's what I'm wondering. Is it something hasn't triggered me yet? Because
or maybe you're healed from that.
because I had to deal with always hearing that my father left my mother for a Caucasian woman. And I don't know the whole story.
But that's what I was going to say. But how accurate do we know is this narrative? Because there's her side, his side, and then there's the truth. Yes. And I'm not saying that might not have been the truth. But who knows what the little intricacies that really went
the
on
things that
with
were
that.
going on behind the
And a lot of stuff you won't really find out until you have those conversations with your parents.
Yo, I love Simple Discussion because that's what we are all about. We are all about talking to each other and getting things out, and that's the only, hey, what's up, Rick? That's the only way I feel like we as a people will move somewhat towards healing is talking. You can't heal what you don't reveal, what you don't talk about.
You can't mask it with
you can't not wait. Now everybody that knows me know how I feel about me some Lil Wayne.
But I like Fabolous too.
And the crazy thing is I've never been to a Lil Wayne concert, but I've been to 3 Fabolous concerts. I've been to 3 Fabolous concerts. Like Fab is his swag on the mic. I'm not talking about his swag like personality.
I mean, he do dress fly as fuck.
He does, but like his swag on the mic.
Yes, he's nasty.
Ooh, he got the ad-libs, like
yes.
And he it ain't tricking if you got it. Cause that's what we talking about tonight. And that's why I picked them too. Was because they always talk about taking care of the women that they are with. And not feeling ashamed about it or being called a trick. Like, no nigga, I got it. Right. She with me, she fucking with me. So I'ma take care of her. I'ma handle my fucking business. And that's why I picked them. Cause they're 2 men that promote and they brag about taking care of the women that they deal with. And
so who you picking?
Look, like really?
Yeah. What you drinking? What y'all talking about?
I'm picking Lil Wayne. Chris sign off. No, I'm picking Lil Wayne. I had a crush on Lil Wayne, believe it or not, since like
dreads look like they falling off the bone at this
but they
point.
all
So I don't even know. His locks. Falling off the bone.
My niece, when I was like, my stepbrother's daughter, like when I was like 20 something, like my early 20s, my screenshot on my computer was Lil Wayne. And she was like, she was only like 4 years old.
And kids don't lie.
She was like, who's that? I said, that's my boyfriend. She was like, he ugly. She was like, he ugly. But nah, I'm definitely picking Lil Wayne. And we are going to, he actually has his own drink that's all over his page. Yes, and I forgot the name of it, of course, because I'm Michelle. That's what I do. But, excuse me, yeah, he actually has his own drink, so we going to sip on that. And what do I want to talk about with Lil Wayne? There's so much that you could, I want to know if he really does, like, not write down any of his lyrics. And if so, I'm going to need him to freestyle for me. I feel like Lil Wayne would be a whole vibe.
I love Lil Wayne.
Yes, like
first
I
of
feel
all,
like
if you're a word person, then you really like Lil Wayne because he does a lot of double entendres where he uses one word but it means something else, but it means what he's saying.
Oh, so I know you love that because you.
So I love how he does those little things, like when he says like, "I'ma move like the G in lasagna." Silent. I'm about to move silent because the G in lasagna is silent. Like I'm with the shits.
Yes, I like Lil Wayne also because he's a good storyteller.
Yes.
That's one of the reasons that I always liked Big was because Big always reminded me, like Big made me realize that I was like a poet and that I really had something going for myself.
Yes.
Because they tell stories and poetry tells
it's
a story in short form. And that's when I realized like, oh shit, I'm a poet. And I'm just like one step there next to a hip hop artist. So yeah, I'm definitely picking Lil Wayne. And we going we are going to vibe. I'ma behave. We are going to vibe out. We gonna smoke, and I'm taking my man with me. How about that?
Hey Chris.
Hey Chris. I'm taking my man with me.
It's gonna be a situation.
And so nobody can be like, oh, you already know how she feel about Lil Wayne.
Yeah, like
she done had a crush on him since.
She was groupie styled out.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take my man with me. We gonna smoke, we gonna drink. And I know if I take my man with me, the conversation is going to be really broad and really deep. And oh my God, why y'all keep calling him a gremlin? Anyway, he's the greatest. And so yeah, that's what we doing. So who you picking?
I'm picking Wayne.
Oh!
Like I said, I am a big Wayne fan. I'm a big Fab fan as well. But on a personal note, like I don't want to be involved with somebody that's not gonna just teach out either. Like I don't want to have a conversation with somebody that's like violent like that. Like that he want to beat up my dad and all that shit. Like he just went a little bit too far for me.
You don't think it's nothing that you could be like
with him?
Like maybe the situation, like
no. What situation deserves somebody to think
I think Fab is Aquarius. I forget what sign.
And he's
Fab
Latino too.
Yeah, he's Dominican.
So no, I'm gonna go with Wayne. Wayne is, in our age group.
She don't have nothing against Latino.
I don't have nothing against.
She got 2 kids.
I got my
Latino.
Yeah.
I just gotta throw that out there. Sip and Discuss is a podcast
for black and brown people.
For black and brown people. So I just have to throw that out there.
Right, my kid's dad is Puerto Rican, but that's a different order.
But she knows they can get a little spicy.
They get spicy, and well, I never had the handsy problem, but I know that it can get handsy. I'm just not into nobody knocking out nobody's teeth. Like that's it.
Extreme.
Bottom line, that's extreme. And then you want to fight my dad. You can't beat my dad, so I ain't worried about that. Like no, y'all can't beat my dad.
Damn, she going in on Fab. I forgave Fab, and that's crazy because I used to be in a domestic violent relationship.
Anyway, I'm going with Wayne.
But
Wayne, we drinking whatever. We smoking all exotic.
Oh, yes,
spark
we know we getting some good
spark for
weed.
spark. That's why we want to hang with him, because he do drugs.
We want to
smoke
weed. We don't want to do
not real drugs.
We don't want to do the what's the shit he have in the cup, the syrup.
Yeah, we want to smoke the exotic weed though that we know that he got. We know he got the plug, and that's what we want to do. We want to smoke, we want to drink, and we want to vibe out.
Yeah, we don't want the white cup, 2 cups.
Yeah, I don't want that.
We don't want
double
that.
cup love.
No double cup love. But he can do it.
He can do whatever he want to do. Well, I don't know because motherfuckers be on that shit and they be like.
Well, that's why I'm taking my man. He's 6'4" and like a whole bunch of pounds.
Right.
So I'm gonna take my man with me and we gonna vibe out. We gonna smoke and we gonna talk.
Yeah.
So let me tell y'all who won.
We know he do more than we, but that's all we interested in. Rick, we only interested in
Rick trying to save us. He like, listen.
I know how to not be peer pressured. That's it. I know how to not be peer pressured. I know how to just smoke weed.
I don't know. I can't.
I don't pay Michelle no attention because if I go, Michelle ain't doing shit else.
Insider, I can't promise.
She gonna say damn a whole bunch of damn. Chris, not offensively, but you just know a nigga ain't kidnapping you. That's it. You're not getting kidnapped.
And he ain't kidnapping me either because
No.
he gonna have fucking problem.
Right.
So, who won? Who you think won?
Weezy.
Who you think won? Who? Chris said nobody. Rick, so I guess you going with Fabolous because you said Wayne do too many drugs. And I guess you can't handle the pressure. You gonna have all them drugs going.
That don't bother me none.
So, Lil Wayne takes the win with 67% of the vote.
See?
And honestly, it wasn't just women voting, it was men. And a lot of the guys voted for...
I would think that the men would vote for Fab for lyrics. I mean, Wayne is dope lyrically too, but I think Fab is more of a street, more hood.
Yeah, a lot of people voted for trees.
Right.
All
of those exotic ones, the fancy ones.
All the fancy trees. A lot of the people voted for Wayne. And I think Wayne has a good... Like, I haven't met him in person. Like, I've actually touched Fabolous, like his hand and everything. Like Wayne pre-COVID. Wayne just feels like he through the camera, and I said that about Jay too, but I actually see Jay live. It's something about certain people's auras and their spirits, and I feel like sometimes it can generate like through their music and through seeing them on interviews, and he just seems like he has a genuine good heart spirit.
And first of all, you got to think about where he came from and how he came up, and the area where he came from is pits. The pits of the pits.
Yeah.
And he already had a baby, and he was already just out here like just trying to make it. And if you see his evolution from when he first came out to now, it's such a vast evolution, and I like to see it.
Yeah, you're right, Chris. Wayne pulls his soul into his music.
Right.
Yeah, he does. Right. It's like when people used to say that the guy from Philly used to write his lyrics, and which he probably did write some of them in the beginning. I feel like someone can write something, but how someone delivers it is too
well, because
different.
Of course, you
everybody
know people,
ain't a star.
You know people who can write.
Yeah.
But you know people who also, if somebody else performed those songs, would be 10 times
better than the person that, like, and that's why I said, like, I don't care. Like, if the guy from Philly wrote the first Carter, like, okay, like, or Carter 2, like, okay, it is what it is, but
all the rest of that.
But, like, at the end of the day, like, Wayne did
himself.
That. Like, he did that. Like, that nigga could have wrote that shit and performed the same shit, and we wouldn't have felt it.
Right. Like one of my favorite videos is the
Rick, why you say he mastered the industry?
He has. I think he has. He has super longevity to come from where he came from. To be able to hold on to that spot that he has. It's like damn near impossible.
Yeah, you're right.
To still have relevancy.
To be relevant.
To still have
like
music.
Literally, we talked about that with Brandy and Monica.
We talked
like
about relevance.
How are we listening to you when we were in high school and now we're adults with kids and we're still listening to you? So like, yeah, you right. Like, y'all right. Nah, Gilly showed him how to rap. East Coast South. Yes!
Yeah.
Yes! And there was like a miscommunication when they first like became like they was beefing or whatever, and people was trying to say Gilly wrote all of his stuff, and I was just like, well, even if he did, he still like his style, like the way
he delivers it and his voice and his tempo.
Like I still listen to that album. Like that album is still on my favorites under Tidal, cause y'all know I love me some Tidal.
We be one around here.
We be one around here. I love me some Tidal. But that's like one of my right on my playlist. Like Carter, what was that, Carter 2?
Yeah.
The Carter 2. Like I will always listen to the Carter 2. I will be 85 years old listening to the Carter 2, making my little kids, my grandkids listen to the Carter 2. Or my nieces and nephews, whatever.
Inshallah, her grandbabies.
Inshallah. Alright, so time check. What time is it? It's 10:30. Alright, so we have literally like only a half an hour to go on to our next topic, which is why women
stingy niggas.
Why women hate stingy men. So, did you pick? Now, it's crazy because when we first started Sip and Discuss, one of our like third episodes was The M in Man is for Money by Passport Cuddy, and she actually came on an episode and she, broke down her whole book and talked about the book. I wish I would have known
then
the book. I wish she would have had that book available when I was in my 20s, because I feel like in my 20s I should have been super single and super
playing the field.
Playing the field. And
dating.
and getting this as much as I can. And the thing I like about that book also is what she pointed out is that we're not talking about the man that is your man, that is being committed to you, that is there for you, that is with you. Like, y'all are really building a life together.
Yes.
Like, we're not talking about, she wasn't talking about that. She's talking about the niggas that want to play the field, that want to play you out.
That want to play in your pussy and not play in your pocket.
Say that shit again.
Play in your pussy and not in your pocket.
Woo! Like, what's the name? City Girl said, y'all niggas make me feel like I'm broke. Niggas make me feel like I'm playing with myself. Like, no. Like, I can't fucking do it. But,
and we not, listen, we gonna break it down a little bit because we not saying, oh, that you supposed to be out here just ganking niggas for money or none of that. That's not what we saying. We saying, there's some niggas out here that's stingy.
Stingy.
Yes. Tight.
Stingy as hell.
And those be the main ones who be making a post about the $40. The $40 post about how, oh y'all bitches only want Listen, I need $40 just for gas.
Talk about it.
Like, I need $40 for gas. And now, since the toll went up, it cost me $5
to get back and
forth.
Like,
so that's $25 a week just for me to go to work. So $40 for my gas and $25 for my toll. So we already up to $65, and we not even talking about the money that I need for my real life fucking bills.
Bitches was getting $40 in middle school.
$40 can't even buy me. I hate to be like this. $40 can't even buy me no weed.
No.
Like, I can't even get high with $40.
No.
Like, that can't even buy me a bottle of Patron because I want the big bottle. So that $40.
Only thing you can do with $40, like you said, is put gas in your gas tank.
That's it.
And some people can't even do $40 in their gas tank because some cars don't even take. Like, I think my car is like $40.
See, $40 is crackhead prices. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate it.
So all y'all do something. Y'all gotta give her $40. So you're fucking with a crackhead.
Yes.
You're fucking.
Because a real bitch is not going $40.
That's not even a bill.
You cashed at me $40 before I even came out here. For my gas.
What is a $40?
I don't know. I don't even know what $40 because I like $23 sandwiches. So
we want to talk about why women don't like stingy men. And I have my affirmations paper here. I do not know why. But one of the things that I like, the article. Hey, what's up? One of the articles that I read that I liked, and I know you into a lot of research, but like one of the articles that I read was he talked about the levels of being stingy and how being stingy is like when you recognize that your man is stingy, that stingy person, like it's a mental thing. It's not just I'm like cheap and stingy
are two different things.
Are two different things.
Because
frugal.
Yes.
Frugal is different too because your whole objective is to prioritize your money. So that's why you're being frugal. Someone who is cheap and stingy, they can actually have a whole lot of money. But for some reason...
No, it's the difference between cheap and stingy.
No,
you can be cheap. That just means that you're gonna buy me some shit and it's gonna be cheap. Stingy is I'm not coming up out my pockets for nothing.
Yeah, okay, I see where you're going with that. And like, so the whole thing with like the guy was saying, like frugal and stingy is two different things. And being stingy can lead to problems with intimacy and sexualness. Like when someone is stingy with their money and they don't want to share and they don't want to shower their girlfriend and I'm not talking about just picking up some random person, and I'm not that chick. Like I'm not with a nigga because he got money. Like we're not
talking
my
own money.
Thank you.
Listen,
we're not talking about that.
Let's get this established. We not broke chicks. We not rich, but we not broke neither. We not rich yet. We rich here and in our hearts.
It's coming.
And soon it'll be in our pockets.
Yes.
But I mean, we're very generous women in general. We're generous and we have no problem with giving and giving back, and we like to do those type of things. So when you deal with somebody who is essentially fucking stingy, that's like a turn off. Because I'm a giver and you're just a fucking taker.
And that's one of the things he said in the article too. Women are naturally givers. Like that's what we naturally want to give. Emotionally, physically, we want to give. And being stingy financially can definitely lead into the bedroom. Because a man who has that mentality, I have to take care of myself first. I need to
secure my shit first.
My first. What do you think he gonna do when it's time to make love, to have sex?
He gonna come first.
He wanna come first, and he don't care about
if you come or not.
And that's one of the things. If you go to psychologytoday.com and you look up why stingy men.
And they're probably selfish ass lovers too.
Yeah, that's what he was saying.
Right.
Stingy men have the tendency to be selfish lovers as well. That's the reason why women don't like them. It's a total turn off. So he also was like, well, who marries these stingy men? But I know somebody that's stingy as hell and they old and they still ain't married. And I think that's one of the reasons.
That's why people buy toys. Yep. No. Chris said, "Wham, bam, thank you, man." Yep.
Yeah, and nobody wants to.
Like, I don't want a man. Listen, if I eat right and I'm drinking my water and I'm working out and I'm taking care of myself, I'm taking care of my mental and my physical, I'm not gonna let a man have sex with me like he's masturbating, like for his soul.
I never thought about it like that.
Like, you will not use my body.
Like you're masturbating.
Yes. When your only goal is for you to get to your you have no type of interest in what the hell is going on with me besides humping up and down on top of me like a fucking rabbit. Like that's no.
I need the foreplay. I need the kisses.
No.
I need to want to be excited about making love to you because you treated me so good throughout the week. And it's not a chick who, we're not talking about the chick who's constantly asking you for money. Like you, men, you know the birds. You know the chicks that's out here always just the rabbit shit.
Right.
Oh, fuck that shit. You know the bitches that's always just got their hand out.
That don't got nothing, don't got no aspirations, don't know how to get to $1. Y'all know them bitches.
Y'all know, but when you feel like you're with somebody who's like really about something, first of all, also I want to tell y'all, men make more than women.
All the time. It's statistically. Doesn't matter if we do the same job and we work the same amount of hours. Y'all still get paid, even if it's a fucking quarter more. Y'all still make more money than us.
And some people, like some men feel like everything should be split down the middle because that we're in a relationship and it's team effort. And I'm all about team effort, but I was raised old school and a man should take pride in being able to take care of his household, to be able to let his wife relax a little. I'm not saying like
because if we want to talk about the 50-50 thing, because we talked about this before about the 50-50 thing about splitting the bills. If you want to be considered equal, you want to do this 50-50 thing. That means housework is 50-50. That means cooking is 50-50. That means, but this is what I'm saying. A lot of women say that they want that 50-50 thing and they don't have no problem with paying half of the fucking bills. And if you live in Jersey, you know, fucking everything is high as hell. So you really need, if you can, I don't see why you would make your significant other stress out about paying bills if you can contribute to the bills. I feel like
I do believe that you should. Now, y'all can tell me if I'm wrong. I do believe that you should contribute to the bills, and I don't believe in your man being stressed out over bills and stuff like that. Like, I don't. She won't eat with.
Don't start, Chris.
Chris don't know how to cook, so we can exit that out right now. Like, he lied to me in the beginning of our relationship and told me he knows how to cook. He don't know how to cook. I have yet to see him. Oh, I could do a whole episode on shit that he fucked up. But anyway, when it comes to cooking. But anyway.
But he do everything else like he's supposed to.
Yes, he does. And that's another thing, like, recognizing when you have a man who is willing, they might not be in a financial situation,
but they support you in other ways
to contribute yet, but you knew, like, I know for a fact if my man hits the lottery today,
y'all won the lottery.
Yes, like,
right. Maybe he won the lottery.
Maybe not I won the lottery, but I know I'm gonna be taken care of. Like, I know my dude is not gonna have me out here still Ubering. Like, if he hits for a good enough amount, I'm going to be good. So you have to know what type of man that you are dealing with, and you have to be the type of woman who's willing to motivate them. But like, when you first start off dating with somebody, like someone has said, they have to split a $10 coffee bill on the first date. I will never call you back.
Neither would I.
$10?
And you know what?
You should not be going on a date if $10 is
breaking you. Yeah.
That's another question I wanted to ask our viewers. Like, yo, if a man is financially strapped, he just doesn't have enough money. Like, he has no savings. He's really living from paycheck to paycheck. He really. Do you think he still should be dating?
I think that men should date women that they can afford. It's that simple. It costs. And whether she's a $40 crackhead or
you gotta know who you approaching with. I won't say who. Somebody told me that they thought that I was real, like, from seeing me on Facebook and seeing me on Instagram and, seeing me in passing. They were like, they thought I was real independent. And I was like, yeah, I am real independent. I will take care of myself. I will get
But we like to be taken care of. Every woman wants
But
to be
when
taken
I get
care
a
of.
man, I still want him to spoil me and do certain things. It just makes a woman feel, it makes us.
Yes. It makes the throat deeper.
And we had a conversation. I hate putting sex in it, but we had a conversation like, you're not stressing about bills or anything, so that frees your mind up to be like, oh, I'm in the mood tonight.
Yes, or tomorrow morning, or the next
but when you are so consumed, it's just like my grandma always said, I could do bad by myself. I just don't see the point of having a man.
And I'm still doing terrible.
You sleeping with him, you sucking. Like, how can you even suck a brown nigga's dick?
Right, how does your vagina get moist? Because my vagina be like, when the money ain't right and the bills ain't paid, and like you said, when shit is stressful, like mine is the furthest away from sex.
From sex.
I don't want to be intimate with you. I'm trying to think about how to get to that dollar.
No, yes, exactly.
So at the end of the day, like, it's beneficial to you.
I want to read something that one of our followers posted. Lolita, she's not on here tonight, but she was here last week.
Shout out to Lolita.
Shout out to Lolita's Way. She actually has a clothing line also that you guys should check out. I forget the name of it, but if you go to her page, you can find it. It's Lolita's Way. And I actually have a video of her on our page because she's an awesome chick. She actually paid somebody's rent last month. She's a nurse. And she actually paid somebody's bill.
She's just a regular black girl magic about this joint.
She's Puerto Rican or Dominican.
Yeah,
she's
Still
Dominican.
black girl magic.
Still black girl magic. Alright, so women with their own shit might ask you for something just to see what type of nigga you are. But she gonna get it done regardless. So we're not talking about these chicks that fuck for cigarettes and weed. We're not talking about that. We're not talking. And y'all, like, a lot of guys want to talk shit about females. Like, that's y'all mistake. That y'all picking bird brains that ain't got nothing going on for them.
And then y'all need a woman like us
asking
and think
for
that
money.
we asking for too much. because we just want you to stand on your own too.
So it says you only get one chance to be a real nigga and show her you a man of your word. Don't fail that test. If you fold and don't come through for her, that's the last time you will hear from her. She gonna pack the fuck up and never respect you again and just label you as a fucking clown, a brokey.
And you know what? I can respect a man that tell me to wait. He don't got it right now.
Exactly.
Way more than I can respect a man that's just like, nah. And not for nothing, like I was saying to Michelle, like the broke man thing, like I can't really relate to that.
Okay, so that's another question that I have for you. Have you ever been dated? Well, your dating pool is like, but anyway, have you ever dated someone that was cheap? Do you have a cheap story? Because I have a cheap story. I'm about to tell y'all. I think I told you this cheap story. I forget who I told. I might have told.
I don't think so. Well, you know what? I never dated this guy. What ended up happening, this is probably, and I'm probably telling my age, this is probably like in 2001, 2002. One of my friends was dating somebody, and she asked me to go out with her to go meet him because he was bringing his friend. So the plan was to go to Denny's and seek it.
Not Denny's.
I don't give a fuck.
No, I'm saying not. Please don't tell me he had a problem with Denny's.
We get to Denny's. We get there.
Don't Denny's
order
got
no
a dollar
food.
menu.
We didn't even order no food, right? All we ordered was drinks. And these motherfuckers said they wasn't paying for them. So I was like, well, I'm the fuck out of here because I got my own fucking money. And if it was up to me, I wouldn't even be in fucking Denny's. I don't even like Denny's. I only came because she asked me to come with her. And then fast forward, 6 years later, he tells somebody, mind you, you never had my number. You never spoke after that, nothing. Like we literally got there. I was like, hi, how you doing? And never spoke after that, but he actually knew my kid's dad. So probably like 6 years later, when I had my son, he tried to tell my kid's dad that we dated. And then I had to, a pussypedia ass nigga. I hate pussypedia ass niggas. Don't be trying to tell, listen, all that I used to talk to her ass, stop it.
So irritating.
Stop it.
So irritating.
So he ends up telling my kid's dad that we used to talk. So then I had to pull an old three-way joint and call my friend on three-way so that she could, without asking her, you know, to put it out there that me and this guy never dated, we never talked, he never had my number, nothing, because it had just turned into like, I don't know, like I don't understand why guys do that. Like to say, oh, I used to date her, lie on their dick. Like I really just seen a post the other day that said, think of the most messiest ass bitch that you know, and I guarantee you that it's a nigga. And when I thought about it, I was like, you absolutely fucking correct. Because the dudes that I know are emotional, they get in their feelings, they get mad when they don't get what they want. Fuck boys. And then they start with the whole rhetoric of I used to fuck with her.
Like, nigga, we went on one date.
Did we even go on a date? No, we didn't even go on a date.
I've had situations like that. I had dudes in high school tell everybody he fucked me. I never fucking had sex with him.
Right, because Denny's is gross, and I would never go there. I don't even like Denny's.
So let me tell y'all my cheap story. So I don't know if this is like a totally cheap story. So I was seeing this guy. This was like in my mid-20s, going on to my 30s. And he flew me out.
She got flued out.
I got flued out to Vegas. So yeah, so everything was paid for. Only thing I had to do was show up. Like my hotel room, my flight, like all of that shit was paid for. And when I got there, I just like automatically expected, like, you know, I'm at least gonna go shopping. I'm at least gonna be eating at the best restaurants. Like, this isn't a broke dude or whatever. And he was out there with his, like, all his boys, and then, like, some of his boys had brought their girls too. And one of the girls, like, she had came back, she met us at the table, she had all these bags and stuff. I'm like, okay. Yeah, I'm like, all right, so I guess I'm going tomorrow, right? But it wasn't even the shopping that irritated me because we actually did end up going to a store that I really didn't like, but we did get some stuff. But I sent him out. He went out to gamble. I said, when you come back, can you bring me chocolate chip cookies from McDonald's? That's when I was big on McDonald's. Like, I love the 3 chocolate chip cookies. I already knew he was frugal. From dating him. Like, I already knew, like, he asked about how much stuff costs. Like,
I don't like that.
I
don't like mathematicians. I don't like mathematicians.
And the whole thing, like, that didn't bother me. Like, it doesn't bother me when it's, like, in my age group, but he was a little bit older, and I knew he had it. Like, there was no, like, it's different if you are working and, you know, we want to say, like, I get that. I understand that maybe you need to know the price. But I knew for a fact that this dude had money. Like, he had money. And he came back. It's 3 cookies for 99 cents. He brought me back one motherfucker.
What the fuck are you going to do with 1 cookie? But
when exactly, and that's what I was. I was fucking irritated because I'm just like, now I want another cookie.
She wants 2 more cookies.
You can't eat 1 cookie.
Chocolate chip cookie.
And then that be that. I was so irritated. And not only it was just like, that was the icing on the cake. Because going shopping with him, like the stores that we went to for me to go shopping, it was like, yes, 1 fucking cookie. And I have been drinking. So you already know. I wanted 3 fucking, I would never in a million fucking years.
Bring back somebody 1 cookie. Who gets in line and ask for, do they even sell 1 cookie?
I said, did they run out?
Because you know McDonald's be on their bullshit.
Did they run
Hopefully they just ran out of 2 other cookies.
Did they run out of fucking cookies? He said no. Like, I was like, why would you get me 1 cookie? He said, why do you need 3 cookies?
Nigga.
Because it's 3 for 99 cents.
I hate it here.
So the other, like, that was like the icing on top of the cake, because when we went to go shopping, and mind you, I understand, I don't want to come off the wrong way. Like, if I knew that this was a dude that was a dealer, or was like,
he likes drug dealers.
Not a dealer like that, a drug dealer. I'm talking about like a dealer in the casino.
Drug dealer money.
I live in a drug dealer money. Don't listen to her. She's a bad influence. Don't lie.
I'm lying.
But no, like, I was talking about dealers and cards. Like, I understand. Oh, we're about to end. We got 2 minutes remaining. And we didn't really even get to any of the good stuff with the things. Because we even have a list. Maybe we'll post that. We have a list of the type of niggas, cause like, even a dude that's not making a lot of money, when he fuck with you, he will figure out how to get you what you need. Like, that's the thing. We're not calling niggas broke because of what type of job they have or anything like that. Because I know from my own experience, like, you could be fucking with a nigga from McDonald's,
and if he got it, he gonna find a way to get what he gonna find a way to get to you what he wanna get.
Yes, he will.
And
like a real dude will get out there and fucking do what he gotta do, or he'll save up the money, but he'll tell you like, boo, I ain't got it right now, but I got you. I'ma take care of you. So like, I really wanted to make that point.
Yeah, because I actually spoke to my friend about that, and I asked him the same thing. He's like, it don't really matter. He's like, niggas spend money on who the fuck they want to spend money on. He's like, whether you got it or not. He's like, you'll find the money to buy that girl whatever the fuck you want. He's like, it don't have nothing to do with how much money you make.
And Passport Cuddy spoke about that.
It's that you shouldn't care how much money a nigga makes. Still ask for what you want. Either he's gonna do it or he's not. It's
that simple, guys. Thank you for hanging out with us.
We appreciate y'all.
This is a safe place for Black and brown folks to express themselves. We are here every Thursday on live. Our next event is October 29th, right here at Drips and FC. Hang out with us. Peace.